just to preface, this is coming from filthy fangirl minds. This is gonna involve gay shipping.
We're not shipping Hua Cheng and Gojo.
Who's a better kisser?
Oh my god.
I feel like Gojo would be terrible.
Yeah.
He would really have to learn.
It just really shows I love Gojo. I don't respect him at all. I love Hua Cheng. I do respect him.
I think like Gojo really had to teach Gojo how to kiss. But also I kind of feel like Hua Cheng would really have to teach Shilian how to kiss. So Hua Cheng would be the better kisser. Does that also mean Hua Cheng could teach Gojo how to kiss? By that logic, yes. Are we finishing that logic there? Yes.
No. Oh yes, we're finishing it there.
They're not finishing each other.
Oh god.
What's up guys, it's Kictor. I'm here with my beautiful girlfriend Stitch, and today we are asking the age-old question. Could Gojo beat Hua Cheng?
That's the age-old question?
Yes.
Oh.
I actually tweeted this a little while ago and got decimated in the quote retweets.
Was the answer obvious to everyone?
Yes.
Oh. Shit. Well then we'll discuss the age-old answer.
Yeah, which is no. However, we are not going to be discussing power scaling because we're not boys.
Not about that shit.
We can talk about their actual powers, but a lot of this will be more about vibes and our own opinions. So, if you disagree,
Go f***
if you have a differing opinion, just know that you're incorrect. Hua Cheng, aka Crimson Rain Softflower, you may see his face a few times in this room.
Dear God.
How many can you count? He is the all-powerful Ghost King, owner of Ghost City. He's got a pretty stacked power.
Sorry. Is this part of the argument?
Yeah,
Like,
we're gonna talk about their dicks for
okay,
sure.
Okay,
Don't
good.
worry.
Excellent. Okay, I'll hold my tongue.
Hua Cheng is known for one of his most powerful moves, where it's Blood Rain. Throughout the whole book in the series, it's never actually explained what really happens. Enemies disappear and blood comes down.
You know what? I just realized that I had an assumption in my head about how that worked, and I just never questioned it.
Yeah, well, how do you think it works?
Everyone explodes.
Yeah,
and then
like-
the rain just falls down.
It's something like that.
It's raining men.
Literally.
Disembodied.
Or like a Ming goes out and like
It's just so
kills
fast.
them. Yeah, but you can't see it.
You know who's also fast at killing people?
Gojo Satoru.
Yup.
I think they'd be pretty evenly matched in a sprint.
I suppose that raises a good question as well. Like, in what category of combat are we comparing them? Multiple?
I think that if it was like a modern AU and it was...
I need you to understand that JJK is a modern AU.
That is just modern. Okay, if Hua Cheng and Gojo were in a boxing ring and they couldn't use any powers, they could just box, I think Gojo would win because there's shots of him using like Wing Chun, like he looks like Ip Man.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Okay.
Are we talking Star Ember Hua Cheng? Because he's
There is
jacked.
that
He's jacked
art.
as f***.
There is that art of him boxing. Gojo, a known homosexual,
And a twink at that, honestly. Okay?
might see Hua Cheng shirtless, be so stunned that he loses immediately.
He's just like, oh, those shoulders, I should call him.
The long black hair. Oh my god, what is Gojo's weakness? Sugadu.
Sugadu, if you will.
He might see the long black hair from behind to be like, oh god!
And in that moment, he's dead.
Yeah.
It happened once.
You know, Hua Cheng never would have killed his bestie, probably.
Does he have friends?
Can you call Blackwater his friend? I think he'd kill Blackwater. In terms of longing, we could get into that.
Okay.
Hua Cheng longed 800 years for Shilian.
This is like on the basis that the amount of yearning you do is what makes you the strongest.
Yes, it is. That's what we're discussing.
Power scaling could never.
Yeah. However, Gojo is quite a longer yearner himself.
Like, he has a human lifespan, right? So
Yeah.
if we were to, like, actually, like, quantify that, round up, do the math, which we aren't gonna do,
Who
to
really...
compare to Hua Cheng.
Yeah.
I will say one thing in Gojo's favor.
Uh-huh.
Okay, despite my obvious bias. Hua Cheng has, like, one eye. Gojo has 6 eyes. Like, in terms of eyes, Gojo wins by a mile.
Haha, I have more eyes.
That could be the contest, I don't know.
Hua Cheng, I truly feel like he's so magically powerful that he could be blindfolded just like Gojo and still see.
I mean, he's already kind of half doing that. We don't really see him, like, tripping over shit because he has no depth perception.
Yeah.
He seems fine, even with just one eye.
He has had like 784 years of training with one eye. I think his depth perception is better than if you just suddenly are like, ah.
Who has a bigger dick? Has Gege spoken on this?
I don't know. I feel like...
Do we have any hints? Like, someone must have measured, like...
Oh, yeah.
They must have, like, there
I've
must be,
seen
like,
those.
comparisons on, like,
Yeah.
official art.
He's
and,
tall,
like...
he has huge feet, and he's insufferable. It's definitely swinging below the knees. It's big, for sure. Yeah.
Like, is there, like, a comparable one for Hua Cheng? Like, I'm just thinking, like, can you imagine them side by side?
Okay, I'm picturing both side by side.
Yes.
I like to imagine them both giant. I would say tied. Who's got a big dick, Gojo or Geto?
But, okay, now we're getting into the weeds. That is not part of this conversation. Geto is thick, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Cut that out.
That's staying in.
I think Gojo might be compensating just a little bit.
Yeah. Hua Cheng exudes big dick energy because he can have that quiet confidence that men with small dicks don't have.
Those robes, so loose and flowing, they could contain anything. You
You're
could
right.
have 2 dicks. I really don't know.
And Gojo's pants look pretty tight.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because he's got to keep it in.
Where does it go? God, Nitro. It's crazy that it's literally impossible for him to be circumcised.
Who?
Gojo. Right? Like Infinity. It's a little baby. That's a baby?
Baby Gojo couldn't be circumcised because it...
Or did Infinity come later?
What came first, the infinity or the circumcision?
The first and last time anyone had an opportunity to take him out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, to get us a little bit more onto like actual attacks and stuff like that, the main thing where everyone was like, no, obviously you're such a fucking idiot, is that Hua Cheng like can't die because in the Heaven Official's Blessing universe, it's weird saying that because I just think it's like real life. Like, Hua Cheng and Shelian are real people. Like, you could pass them on the street.
We often do.
If you are a ghost and you have your ashes of your original body, as long as your ashes are intact, like, you can die and come back. We see that happen with Qirong, and we know that Hua Cheng's ashes are in the safest place ever. So, as long as Gojo doesn't get Hua Cheng's ashes, he could, in theory, kill Hua Cheng and he would just keep coming back.
I feel like it's a little unfair for people to just automatically go, oh, well, he can't die, because even if he can technically come back, like, it takes him a little bit. Like, you would win the battle if, like, you killed your opponent and they just whoosh, they disappeared and didn't come back for the next 5 minutes. Like, the referee would call it at that point. They're not gonna wait 3 years for like, okay, Hua Cheng came back, so you're gonna start over again, which means he technically won.
Hua Cheng comes back while Gojo's in like a retirement home and just strangles him from behind.
I'm gonna say, if you get killed, even if you can come back, like, you've still lost because you f***ing died and now you're gonna have to wait like 3 years. Like, Hua Cheng could be his immortal snail, okay?
Yeah. And like, we have to take that into account because, like, spoilers for the ending of Heaven Official's Blessing, but like, that is Hua Cheng's ultimate move. Like, he does give all of his power to Shelian, knowing that he's gonna die. And it only took him like a year to come back. It is kind of an immortal snail. Gojo just would have to always be looking behind him.
Just every time a door creaks.
Yeah. It's like, you could say, okay, Hua Cheng couldn't land any attacks on Gojo because of Infinity.
Mm-hmm. Also, technically, Gojo's body can't come back, so they're also a little bit...
Yeah.
And all of his techniques, doesn't really matter who's inside of him. So...
Well...
I mean, it matters a little bit, but...
Who's inside of who is the real question.
I'm just saying, they both technically can come back.
Who has more top energy?
Hua Cheng.
Now, we respect all dynamics. Listen, it depends on the mood, right?
Right. We both know Gojo's little bottom bitch, though.
I feel like I like to see fan art where he's little bottom bitch a little bit more than the top. But also, just thinking of Gojo as a top is hot. It depends.
Yeah. I mean, like, if they're, like, dealing with other people, just in general, say, people they don't like, they're both, like, up there and being, like, aggressive assholes.
Yeah.
In, like, a silly, goofy way.
Totally.
Like, not being able to take anyone else seriously because they're too strong.
Who could sass the other more?
Can a sass off? Ooh, that would be pretty deadly.
Yeah. Like, if they're, like, in a lip sync for your life type situation.
That actually might be the hardest question to answer.
Because Gojo can be mean. And Hua Cheng is also ruthless in his...
It may seem that way, but you're just ignorant.
Yeah. It's almost too evil to think about type of situation. But if Gojo somehow was able to, like, get Shelian...
I don't think he would be above that, actually.
Yeah.
I think if it came down to it and he's like, these guys gotta go...
I'm gonna go capture his boyfriend, because I know what that feels like. Gojo just completely pulls what like Kenjaku did to him on Hua Cheng. He like uses a fake Shilian or something to get Hua Cheng's attention.
Shit, that would work though.
Yeah.
He'd be like, even if he knew it was fake, he just like would not allow it.
Yeah.
It would be too upsetting.
Like any hinting of desecrating Shilian and Hua Cheng will go batshit.
It's true. Just like takes like a color print out of Shilian and just crumples it up in front of his face.
Like, ah!
I don't know, maybe that would backfire.
Yeah. Okay, now this is another good angle is who has the bigger fangirl army?
I think it might be Gojo, honestly.
I think so.
Gojo is global.
How many Gojo fans do you think would actually kill? Would Gojo see like Hua Cheng as like a ghost, as like a curse? Could Geto eat Hua Cheng? That's the next video. There are many different ways to measure Hua Cheng and Gojo's ability to win or lose. But there is actually one specific person that has the ultimate power over Hua Cheng and Gojo.
Oh.
And that person is... That joke was the reason I wanted to make this video. If you guys have any of your own battles for what Hua Cheng and Gojo could fight for, leave them in the comments down below. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, please sure to click subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye! He comes back disguised as his favorite mochi restaurant waiter.
Has Hua Cheng ever poisoned anyone?
No, but Shilian has, his boyfriend.
It could be a joint murder. Yeah, okay, Shilian would be down to murder. Okay,
Shilian would be like, let's go!
okay, Gojo hollow purples his ass.
Yeah, Hua Cheng explodes into butterflies.
Shilian kills Gojo instantly.
Yeah.
And Hua Cheng comes back a year later and they're fine.
There we go.
Yeah, okay, huh.